Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hello, everyone. How are we doing today? Hopefully everybody's doing well. So what we're going to cover is the unfortunate goings-ons between Remy Ma and Papoose. Every couple of months it blow up and get super messy over the internet. And just a heads up, this is probably going to be a couple of parts, mainly because I can't really fast forward these videos. Like a lot of these videos are on Instagram, and Instagram on the desktop does not allow fast forwarding and rewinding of the videos. It only allows that on the mobile, but on the app. But on the desktop, it does not allow for fast forwarding and rewinding. And the reason why that is significant today is because these posts that Remy Ma and Papoose have made independently are long. Each post can't be any less than about 20 or 30 minutes minimum. So it's a lot to actually get through. And some of the stuff I don't necessarily want to talk about the particulars. I want to talk about the overall sort of thing, because Black women in this day and age, Black modern women, have this habit of breaking their families. And this marriage was broken up prior to this cheating that she did with Timu Papoose, because she's with the Timu version. That marriage was, if you listen, and we're going to see if we can get around to Papoose's. I don't know if I want to do his first or hers first, because hers is a little shorter. His is longer. That marriage was not going very well before this whole thing. Before the whole thing that came out that got blowed up, that she was cheating, and then she was publicly with that guy. This marriage has been going very wrong for many years. From what Papoose said, since 2022, that's like 3 years now. Where the marriage really ended in like 2022. And all before that, it had been going very bad. Okay. So let's do a quick vote. Do we want to start out with Remy's video, which is a little bit shorter? I want to say her video is about 30 minutes. See, it's long. See, it's long anyway. You cut it. So let's just put it like this. Do you want me to start with Remy or Pap? One for Remy, two for Pap. No, Remy's video is important. It's cringeworthy, but it's important. Because it's important to sort of put it together. It's a little bit of a, but I think people want to get Remy out the way. Okay, we're going to do Remy's. I'm going to try not to pause it as much just so we can actually get through as much as possible. It is annoying. It is annoying. I miss sis. She annoying. I struggled. I struggled. I'm not even gonna lie. I struggled. Correct. Okay, so let's get this show on the road.
Come on. Woo.
Okay, hold on. I only pop. You mean show Remy's other one? What's TLDR? I don't know what that is. You mean Remy's other one? The other one might be get a better view of her, a better understanding. This is true. Okay. I know what to do. Hold on. You mean this one?
Hello. Happy rainy Thursday. Yeah.
I can't even speed this up. So please be patient.
Thank you. No, you gotta like curl the baby hairs first. Duck lips. Hey guys. Good morning. Yes, Gemini season.
Making Geminis look bad. Don't be making us look bad. You on your own.
Is upon us. It has begun. Gemini gang. Shout out to all my Geminis. Yes, just want to remind y'all, my birthday is coming. It is. Ain't nothing peeking off the shirt. Y'all so sheesh. Goodness grief. No, I'm literally about to, I don't know if I want to do 2 ponytails or 1 ponytail, but I know I have to curl my baby hair. So right now, this is my baby hairs curled. Okay. That's what's happening. Blew it out already. I'm going to decide if I'm doing 1 ponytail or 2 ponytails. And y'all funny. Y'all funny. Listen. I'm trying. I'm trying. Ooh, somebody said come to Nigeria for your birthday. I actually already have it mapped out where I'm going, but that would have probably been cool. Maybe next year. Mm-hmm. 2 French braids. I could do that too. That could work. 2 French braids could go. Pintails, pigtails. Like I said, message me. I need styling. Don't nobody call me about.
She's a quintessential toxic Gemini. She's being very toxic. And yes, I muted it real quick because she's still doing like little intros. This is not important what she's saying. And like I said, so please bear with me. I cannot speed it up and I cannot fast forward on Instagram with Instagram videos. And this is where this stuff is posted. So please bear with me. Let's see if she talking yet.
But one of my friends built, literally built their own resort, and it's just so fire. It's like a holistic medicinal resort. And he's pretty much shutting down the whole thing for me and with my friends and things like that. So Memorial Weekend, for y'all know my birthday always falls on or around Memorial Day. So we call it Memorial Weekend. Memorial Weekend's gonna be a thing this year. I'm really, really excited. I'm excited. mm, so here's the thing, right? So my mom calls me, right? Well, let me start with this, right? I don't do this. I come on here for entertainment, hee ha ha, if I'm promoting something, and then I'm out. That's it. Yes, I'm coming back to Belize. I'm absolutely coming back to Belize.
That's only
But I feel
for
like people who
that's only for Instagram on the mobile app. On the desktop, there's nothing for me to do here. I can't, there's no bar. And anytime I click the video, it'll just pause. So that's why I'm not fast forwarding it. Somebody said use Theo's. Is he doing a lot of commentary?
otherwise they turn this little thing on here, and or they go sit on a platform with just enough traction, hoping that it forces me to cause some type of interaction. Never gonna do that.
She do it all the
Never
time.
gonna do that. I'm not emotional.
She do it. What she's trying to say is that she don't be getting on the internet and talking. You get on the internet and talk. You get on the internet to talk. Somebody, if he's saying that there's no commentary, somebody go find Theo's videos and put the link in the chat for me. Because I'm not gonna stop this to look for it.
I'm actually really happy and really content. I'm actually probably the most content and the most at peace that I've been in my life in a really, really long time. Okay. I told my friends, because they like, Ram, just keep doing what you've been doing. Don't say nothing. Don't talk about no. 2025. We're getting a little bit of the ORAM. I'm really the realest ninja people know. Really, like seriously, because I'll take a hit.
If you gonna troll, do it better than that. Matter of fact, let me come to you. If you gonna troll, you got to do it better than that. It's a privilege to be in my chat room. Don't make me put it on subscriber only. Because we would not know nothing about what her and Papoose going through, just like we ain't been knowing nothing about what her and Papoose going through if she hadn't went to the internet to tell us what her and Papoose is supposedly going through. Boop, boop, boop. We would know. So she want to put her business in front of hundreds of thousands of people. I'm going to help her do it. You don't want to watch it, don't watch it. But you in here, ain't you? Want to be entertained, don't you? So be entertained and be quiet.
I'll take people saying this about me or saying that about me because I know the truth. And the people involved know the truth. I could get in front of this app and whatever and act like whatever, but you know what's really up. Like, really know what's up. Like, so stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I'm like why we gotta do that? Better, you know what my thing is? I went on to YouTube today, like a little while ago, and I typed in my name, bro. If you listen to YouTube, because my mom called me, she's like, I just want to make sure you're okay. You know, everyone keeps calling me. I said, Mama, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? You know, they saying you're sick and that you're in a coma. And I was like, what? Ma.
Hold on. I'm going to switch it over to the YouTube one. 2 seconds.
Things in so that when she's scrolling through YouTube, certain things don't come up, and I gotta try to explain to her between two people. You wouldn't understand that. You wouldn't understand. Hold on, what you say? Listen, listen. I know what people care about. That man, he cares about what y'all think. I don't care about what y'all think. Like, not unfortunately, not trying to be funny. I appreciate my fans and people that are actually my fans and that love me. You understand? But I don't care what people think. Can't nobody with a revolving door on a coochie tell me I'm for the streets. I've been with the same man. I was with the same man for almost 20 years. Can't nobody tell me I'm for the street and make me feel some type of way? Are you crazy? Can't nobody tell me, oh, you fumbled it. It's so funny. Why people like, you had a good husband. He's only had one wife. The only person that can tell y'all if he's a good husband or not. And when he was, I told y'all that. I told y'all. When she was cool, when she was like, when it was what I thought it was, I just kept it a being. When it's not, when it wasn't, I ain't say nothing. I dealt with it. I ain't never met a bitch. I've been waiting for somebody to just use a little bit of common sense. I ain't never met a female who has a perfect dude that takes care of her, helps her financially, emotionally, physically, is there for you, treats you like this wonderful thing, right? And you just say, you know what? I don't care. Fuck this whole shit. Who does that?
You do that, ma'am. 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 You do that. You do it. Let me come back to y'all for a second. You do it. You wake up one day and decide that you don't no longer want to do right in this relationship. She's trying to act as if, mind you, her and Papoose been together like 20 years. Mind you, this ain't no 2-3 years they've been together. He done raised her kids. Them oldest kids is grown. She went to jail for like 7 years. She was sitting. That she wasn't in there like no 1 little 2 year little bid. She did a little bid. Came out to him. Whole time, you didn't hear no scandals about what he was doing this and he was doing that, and he wasn't making her look bad and he wasn't making her look stupid. He didn't just leave and go on about his life and forget that she was in there and all that. None of that. And if she had a perfect, you don't have a perfect husband. Nobody's perfect. There is no perfect spouse, but there are good spouses. There are good spouses. There are spouses that do to the best of their ability what they're supposed to do or what they believe that they're supposed to be doing. She's just mad now because Papoose has a good public image, and no matter how she try to drag it, he still got it. She's mad because Papoose has always had a good public image as an artist, as a lyricist and an artist, as a person in general. He got a good rep as a husband. He got a good rep as a father. He just got a good public appearance value. He has a good public appearance value. She mad. Why would you be mad that the father of your children that y'all have had together, a man who has been a stepfather to the other children, a man who has been in your corner, why would you be mad that he has a good public perception? And why are you working to reverse all of that? That's 20 plus years worth of work. Why are you trying to get on the internet, reminisce, to undo your ex-husband and the father of your children and the stepfather of those other children? Why are you trying to undo his image? And I'm going to talk to her like I'm talking to her, regardless of whether you're done with him or not. This is how we know that the respect and the love was never there. Because if there had ever been any real respect or any real love that has ever happened between you and that man, whatever it is that y'all going through that ended y'all marriage, if you was quiet to the public and sparing his image, so you say he was bad behind doors. Behind closed doors, you claim he was a bad father, a bad husband, a moocher, that he's using you for to come up. Which is ridiculous. Because I come up from where, Miss Reminisce? I come up from where, beloved? I come up on what? Because even after you came out of jail, you're married to one of the best PNs in New York. Let's be real. Let's be real. Papoose is one of the best lyricists, period. And with that backing, what your catalog look like since you've been out of jail? What's your catalog, Remy? What's the catalog? You don't know that we know he wrote Sheetha? You don't know we know that? And nobody even put you on blast about it. Nobody even put you on blast about it. Miss Reminisce, please, beloved, if there had been any respect at all for a marriage that you once had with this man, and you claim that he was this terrible individual behind closed doors and people just don't know the real Papoose, and okay. Let's say that has some truth to it. Let's say you telling the truth. If you hid his character before, hide it now and just end the divorce. But you don't want to look bad. But newsflash, Miss Remy, you look bad. And every time you clock onto the Instagram, baby, you don't help your case. You don't help your case. I'm here to tell you as a spectator, you ain't helping your case, baby. Don't let the chicks in the comment section gas you. They just there because the tea hot. They don't care what happened to you, Pap, Clarissa, or nobody else, them kids and nobody else. They are there because the tea is hot, baby. They gonna get in the chat room and say, yeah, we team Remy. That's what they're gonna, because if you didn't care what they thought, you would have kept everything quiet and moved silently like you've been moving. But you do care. And the only reason you didn't move silently is because you got outed by a battle rapper in your face that spilled the tea. And Papoose still didn't say nothing. When that tea first spilled, people was waiting on Papoose to answer it one way or the other. For him to say yay or nay, this, that, and the third. And he didn't even say nothing. So people was left to just kind of speculate. Well, maybe it ain't true. Maybe it was just some battle rap stuff, or maybe they working it out, or we don't know what to think. So it started to die down only because Papoose kept his mouth shut. Yeah. Because the internet started dragging you, Reminisce. we didn't forget. The internet was dragging you and saying how you gonna do your husband like that. He held you down when you was doing a bid and da 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 da. You didn't like that response, so you blew it up by being seen in public with that guy all the time. That's your little man. I'm gonna let some more play.
Nobody. Oh, everyone looks so much happier now. Girl, man, don't nobody fall in love faster than somebody with nowhere to stay. The fuck? I literally told him, every time your current come up, says my name or does something that I feel is trying to attack me in any type of way, I'm gonna drag you. And I haven't even been dragging them. Bad enough, you got my daughter's mom out here looking crazy because you refuse to tell people, hey, me and Rem haven't even slept in the same bed since May 2022. You don't want to tell nobody that. You were so wrapped up in the whole black love thing. That was your thing. That was the only thing you had. And I realized that. And I respected that. You know what? I don't need to be out here telling people you ain't this and you ain't got this and you ain't doing this and you ain't that. Whoever get you, they'll see. I see what is it. She's like, she said there was others. Who are they? I want to know. Do your own homework. No. Well, why she out at me? Because you loud. And I know he cares about his personal image and what people think. I needed that. I was being told, you want me out? Call police. Call your brother. Like, what? I'm not calling nobody over here to try to get them. First of all, the people telling me to call, they got love for you. They look at you as family. Jason Lee, what? Nah. I'm tired of anybody that I sit next to. Oh, that's a new boyfriend. Oh, she's on boyfriend number 4. How the fuck I'm gonna have a boyfriend? Wait, I have a lawyer. She has been retained since last year. Because the original plan was like, you know what? You do what you want to do. I do what I want to do. We said we was gonna raise our daughter a certain way. You know, and we gonna figure out how to live in the same house and whatever.
When lives depend on physical strength and mental sharpness, blood flow matters. That's why firefighters rely on.
But then, motherfuckers felt like they could control what I do, but do whatever they want to do. When niggas tried to do, when it came to my event and make a fucking scene, if y'all really look back, this didn't come from me. I'm not pushing the edge. I'm sitting on my couch, waiting for the laundry people that come and pick up the laundry and wash it and fold it and bring it back, waiting for them to come. And waiting for the pool people to come clean the pool because I'm letting the girls have a pool party for Memorial Weekend. I'm cool. I'm a mother. I'm with my daughter all the time. I don't just pick her up once a month, if that, and then run to social media and post it to make it seem like I'm the parent of the year. I've seen my daughter more than 3 times this year.
Now she's trying to besmirch his character as a father. This has never been a complaint. Now she's trying to besmirch his image, not only as a husband, but also as a father. He don't see his kids. Yes, that man do see his dang on kids. And I know that he's not doing stuff for the gram. See, you're projecting, ma'am. He not doing stuff for the gram because Papoose don't be on the internet like that. Papoose don't be on the internet like that. The reason how I know Papoose ain't lying, because he talking. He has never strike me as a chatty patty. But he just Twitter fingers, always on the internet telling about his business. No. And if things were not quite good at home, but he wanted to present a positive image about his family, why is that wrong? You supposed to do that. Even if things are slowly falling apart behind closed doors, that ain't nobody's business. That's not the internet business. That's not Instagram's business. That's not Twitter's business. That's not the Shade Room's business. That's not TMZ's business. That ain't nobody's business. That ain't Love and Hip Hop business. That ain't nobody's business. That is to be handled with the people that's in the house, that's in the relationship, whether it succeed or fail. So you're supposed to keep up a positive front for the public to consume. Because you don't get to consume my problems. You don't get to pick apart each, individual interaction or little incident that may happen or something that might get captured or something that might get screenshotted. I don't owe the world an explanation. I don't owe these back feet on the internet an explanation about nothing I'm doing in my house, whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent. But you give people a platform to comment on it when you bring it to the internet and you start trying to plead your case to the court of public opinion, which it has never mattered. Now you don't want nobody to say this and say that. Now you ain't worried about the public image. You should be worried about the public image because you the one that's in your 40s still trying to rap. You. What we gonna do is go to a commercial break, and then we're gonna be back and finish this. I'm gonna try to get through as much of this as possible. You see, I done try to speed it up. But after these messages, we'll be right back. So I need everybody to go to ashkicking.com. The link is pinned to the top of the chat, ashkicking.com. If you are trying to keep your skin looking and feeling its absolute best, you need this body butter right here on the screen. And if this is going to be your first purchase, please take advantage of the 10% discount using the promo code Crimson at checkout. Once again, link is pinned to the top of the chat, ashkicking.com. Oh, you guys are bam. You got to hit the like button. Bam. You got to go ahead and hit the like button. Thank you, Southside. So do you think she's a narc? She may have narc tendencies. I don't know that she's an actual full-blown narc, and I'll explain it in a minute. Thank you, Mogul Mayor says she hated seeing him happy with another woman. That set her off. It did set her off. The reason why I'm saying I don't think that Rem is a full-blown narc, she toxic. And from what Pap says, she's bipolar. That I can believe. Maybe narc tendencies, but the only reason that I don't think she's a full-blown narcissist is because Papoose would not necessarily be in a space to have another relationship right now, because he would have been the victim of narcissistic abuse because it is abusive. And he would have had to take some time to get himself together because it gives you PTSD. Dealing with, especially if she's been a narc and he's been dealing with her 20 years, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of mental damage and mental and emotional manipulation and abuse and things of that nature. So that's why I don't think that she's a narcissist, but she do have narc tendencies, and he's saying she's bipolar. That I can see. I definitely see that. I can definitely see that. Especially if they don't medicate and they just going through. So she's being toxic. So let's go back.
Every day. She's here. Nobody's taking my phone. She's here. Okay? I'm not, and let's be clear, nobody's scared of nobody. All of that tough talk. No way. All that tells me that I'm coming at you way different than I come at anybody else. Like, no, there should be no ill feelings at all. Especially in my advice. My advice was like, hey, if you move on with somebody and that person wants to be with you and y'all planning a family together and all that, you can't come and talk crazy to me. How? Your future kid possibly is going to be related to my kid. What you doing? Stop. You understand what I'm saying? There's no ill feelings on either side. And I'm not emotional. I'm not. I'm very calm. And when I call him, I'm like, why don't you do this? We don't got to be like this. Bad enough. One day, my daughter's going to get older because my son is already grown. All of our other kids, I don't even know if they're my kids anymore because, all of our other kids, they're grown. They're the same age as your girl.
I don't know if these are my kids anymore. She's speaking of the children that he has that are not her biological children. That is a red flag statement. I don't know if they're my kids anymore. Now, why wouldn't you know that? You've been with that man 20 years. So those children have been in the house with you. You've been their stepmom. And so therefore, a bond should have been created with those children. Some kind of bond should have been created with those children. So the fact that you're questioning whether or not the bond is there means that A, it might have been phony on your part, or B, they see how you treating their dad. See, that's still their dad. Remy, newsflash, beloved. Regardless of how you feel about Papoose, whether you don't like him, can't stand him, done with him, you discarding him, you trying to drag him, one thing that you got to remember is that just because you done with them, that's their dad. They not done with him. They don't dislike him. They not on the internet trying to drag their daddy. You're on the internet with so-called receipts about how he pawned jewelry and how he broke. A few months ago, you even tried to come up with the story about how he was secretly whooping on your head and the police needed to be called and this. That is their father. That is even your children. I would wager still think of him as their dad. He has a bond with those children, whether you got a bond with him or not. So as you try to destroy his public image in front of everybody to justify anything that he may say that you've done in the relationship or anything that people can see that you've done, so you needed to be justified. Well, I was in the right because he did XYZ 1, 2, 3 to me, and y'all just don't know all the stuff that he did to me. Let's say everything that you say is true about him, that he did this, did that, blah, 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 blah. You handled it wrong. You handled it wrong, Bookie. Because you could have just left without the drama, without cheating coming to the forefront, without all of the messiness and the foolishness. You could have told him to his face, I'm done. And you know why I'm done. I'm done because of this. I'm done because of that. And it's over with. You know, you put your hands on me, you do this and you do that, and I'm just done. And folks would have had to find out you was done just because it was public record that the divorce is been filed. That's how the internet would have known. You handled it wrong. Let's say, and let's pretend that everything you talking about is real. You handled it wrong. Because stepping out wasn't the answer. Don't y'all women say, Instead of a man cheating on y'all, if he not happy in a relationship, either fix the relationship or leave the relationship, but don't cheat on me in it. Exactly. Yeah, for the record, I don't actually personally believe that he was being abusive to her. He just don't get that type of energy. And she talked too much crap. Remy is not a battered woman. If he do raise her hand, she gonna fight. Remy gonna fight. She look like the type. She gonna fight. She gonna pick up something. She gonna fight.
You know, they're the same age. DJ was born in 95. She was born in 96. So I know how to deal with people of this age. You understand? Like, I'll be like, damn, like, call me. Like, if you ever really want to have a hard time, I'm not even gonna bash nobody. I'll tell you the truth.
I created Drip Drop to save lives. Throughout my entire medical career, I've seen dehydration affect everyone.
Somebody said, oh, first of all, it's not about loving somebody, hating somebody, giving somebody, oh, niggas got clout because of you. Listen, I know what I needed to do. There was no way. It's my house because I paid for it. All 1 million, 0.3, whatever I paid in cash with my name on it only. So yes, you understand? And if you're the one, I take care of the kid, I take care of it. So I stay here. You go, you move over here. You moved on. Great. I'm trying to understand what's the holdup. What's the holdup? Who's holding what up? Who's holding what up? I had my lawyer call, like, yo, you sent them the email, right? Yes. He gave his lawyer information? Yeah, you called him, right? What did she say? She said he hasn't retained her yet. If you don't go pay that lady, I said, okay, maybe it's not there. Maybe, hey, guess what? You can save both of us some money. We don't gotta have all our business out there. We don't have to do all of these things. I paid my lawyer already. Let's get a mediator. I don't want nothing. I'm not asking for child support, spousal support. I don't want no cars. I don't want no crib. I don't want nothing. I'm not giving nobody anything that's theirs neither. I'm lying. I did ask for my jury. I'm missing some jury. I'm missing some jury. I've been asking for my jury back for a long time. Oh, you play with police? You went to the police? I went to the police and filed a complaint about my missing jury that I have insurance on. Like what? What are you talking about?
I paid money for the house with my name on it. Now, can't you just see Papoose as the type of guy that say, I'm gonna buy the house and I'm gonna let you have it so you can have something with the kids? That just, I don't know that for a fact, but that just seemed like that's what he would have been thinking. Maybe, I don't know. Ma'am, she acting like this money magically came to her without him. She's acting like this money that she has after coming back from jail and getting back with him and, you know what I'm saying, rebuilding their family and all of that, that this money that she now is talking about, that it magically appeared and it didn't have nothing to do with Papoose, which is the height of ingratitude. You have said several times that was a hard thing, and when you came out, y'all didn't have nothing, and y'all loved each other and y'all was gonna make it work, and you did. But it wasn't because of you. It was because of him. And if he was using you as the come up, he would have been trying to be in the spotlight and trying to make sure everybody knew that he was Papoose. We know he Papoose, but he always pushed you forward and said, this is my wife, you know what I'm saying? And come on. Are we forgetting? Am I tripping? Y'all let me know if I'm tripping. Did he or did he not get her master's? Or is that did he? Am I misremembering that? Somebody either come with me or correct me. Correct me if I'm wrong. Tell me, you know what I'm saying? No, he didn't do that. Right. I knew I wasn't completely tripping. Cause wasn't she happy about it? And saying that was a part of the diss that she said and sheathed towards Nikki, because she was talking about how Nikki got a 360 and she's independent and she owned her own masters. You didn't do that by yourself. You didn't do that. So he mooching off of you, but he made sure that you didn't have to wrestle with a record company and this publishing here and over there about your royalties and all that kind of stuff, to just give you your masters. So any money that's made come directly to you because you own it. And now all of a sudden he's using you. You know how many artists would just, if they could get their masters? Do you know how many famous artists have suffered by not getting their royalties properly and being gypped? I'm talking about famous, like De La Soul never got the amount of money that they were supposed to get. De La Soul never got that money. The amount of money that they were supposed to get. They always had to fight long battles. Plug 2 passed away before they finally won some of them battles for their royalties and money and stuff like that. Tribe Called Quest went through a whole thing with that. So we're talking about legendary rappers that had to fight record companies for royalties and money and things of that nature. Your husband bought your masters for you. And without no shade, your catalog ain't that big. It's certainly not that legendary. So that's big for an artist of any notoriety to own their masters. Now all of a sudden, he ain't doing nothing for you. And he ain't really helping you. And you had all the money. And you helped him because he a bum. Now he a bum. Now he a bum. Now he a mooching bum. That's real rich, Remy. That's real rich. So after 20 years, what year did he become a mooching bum? Because you was with him. Whatever you say about him, you was with him. You picked him. You married him. You stayed with him. Had kids with him and everything. So, which year did he become this soul-sucking, money-grubbing hobo of a bum that has tried to screw you over. He apparently he steals from you because you're missing jewelry. He all that. What year he do that? And why you stay? What year he do that? Was it after year 5? Was it after year? Oh, yesterday. Just found this out. Just found this out about his character. A man you've been sleeping with, rocking with, traveling with, having kids with, doing business with. You just found out he was a scumbag? Is that what we are to believe? Are we to believe that you just now in recent year or two found out he was a scumbag? And you want us to believe that Papoose is a complete scumbag and you don't got no scumbag tendencies. You were, and matter of fact, you were the perfect wife. Because in all of this, we ain't heard nothing she did wrong yet. We ain't heard nothing you did wrong yet, Remy. What you do wrong? What you do? A little bit more.
What are you talking about? Or you could just give it to me and then that'll be the end of that. Because when I asked her, like, yo, babe, like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Basically, I'm literally just saying, hey, that's it. It doesn't have to be nothing. It don't have to be nothing. I literally let people say that, oh, infidelity ain't have nothing to do with our breakup. You know that. Because guess what? I'm such a real one. I know the procedure when somebody goes to prison.
Fish is delicious. How's your food, by the way?
I love it. It takes me back to our trip to Greece.
Nuance Audio is the new invisible hearing solution built into your glasses.
I ran for the Attorney General to uphold the law, to uphold our Constitution.
I know the procedure. So it was never about infidelity. When I came home and I went straight through that phone immediately. I know what was up. When I had to fight baby mothers at mother-in-law's houses on Thanksgiving, I knew that girl wasn't lying about what she was saying was going on while I was saying. I knew she wasn't lying. I just was mad. I knew she wasn't lying though. If we keeping it a bean, I knew she wasn't lying. But what I don't like, I'm not saying nothing. I'm chilling. Well, I know he's telling you over there, right? Who called who babe? No. Nobody called my babe. Be clear. When did I say babe? Y'all don't even start on that. Basically, that's what I said. Which I didn't know about the fights that I had to fight baby mothers on Thanksgiving, right? In niggas' houses. Y'all know about. So I'm not no corny ass bitch. That's why. Oh, she's this. She's a narcissist. She's a cheater. She's a this. You saying he not bringing nothing to the net, but he's sitting there allowing someone else to bring it to the net. That's what he's doing. I have a problem with that. I'm trying to be amicable, and do mediation, do this. Now I don't care. Like, I've been haven't cared. I don't care. Like, there's always going to be some type of, I try to maintain some decorum, some level of respect. Like, how am I refusing to anything? I can literally right here call my lawyer right now. How am I refusing to sign something? You don't even got a lawyer and retainer. Oh, I just called my lawyer. I got a meeting with her on Saturday. What do y'all meet for? Can I be there? And we can just have everything done? Mariah Lynn, shut the fuck up. You the realist. Shut up, because you be doing that little oppy shit too. Don't start with me today. Yeah, you just caught a stray. The fuck? Like, what y'all talking about? Y'all talking about, y'all keep talking. I don't mess with people. I'm not gonna be with anybody because of what they have. I like people because of how they treat me. Okay? And if I'm with somebody, they treat me great. Y'all don't know what a downgrade is. A downgrade. Why? Because somebody not on who y'all think. Because I know bitches that fuck with niggas that's billion.
It's a downgrade. She really trying to play. Like it ain't a downgrade, but she worried about whether or not people think it's a downgrade from big teeth, from Papoose to big teeth. It's a downgrade from Papoose to Big Teeth. And not just because he ugly. It's a downgrade because Papoose ain't never said that he got video of you and he gonna release it. If you do this and if you do that, he gonna release the heat. Papoose ain't blackmailing you. That dude is though. Because he said it and then turn around, you said it. That's a downgrade. Because that's how little he think of you. That's how little he think of you. That he done videotaped y'all sexual encounters. He done screenshotted, you know, your little nasty text back and forth and pictures and this, that, and the third. And said he would expose it. If, you know what I'm saying, you do this and do that, and whenever he feel like it, and all this kind of stuff to destroy you. To do his best to get the clout. And destroy you at the same time. Because he can't rap. That little sea otter cannot rap. You understand me? You went with somebody, not only is he uglier than your husband, he can't even rap. At least Papoose can rap. He can't even rap. That little homeless sea otter can't even rap. It's a downgrade. It's a downgrade because of the way that you're being treated. You are not going to find another man. You'll never find another man like Pap that treats you good, give you princess treatment, treat you better than you deserved. This is why you don't respect Papoose. See, people don't respect people that have a higher opinion of them than they actually deserve to be had. When they're being treated better than they know they should be getting treated. And it is my suspicion that Papoose has always treated you with a higher regard, and you yourself didn't think you should have that. So you didn't really respect him because you felt like he was weak for treating you well and giving you this high status princess treatment. The other thing, before I end this off, Miss Remy, because I'm going to end it off, we're going to do a part 2. It might even be a part 3 because this stuff is long. I think, Miss Reminisce, you will find that all of this trying to cover your tracks and justify and make sure that you're the victim in everything and that Papoose is the real monster behind it all, I think you'll find that this was a complete mistake for several reasons. Number one, the esteem that you have gotten publicly, despite people suspecting you of who you are, people that don't know you, fans and so forth. The reason that you got that respect is not because you were Remy Ma, but because you were Papoose's wife. You were his wife. And people respect him. And because you seemed to carry yourself with some type of decorum in terms of whatever y'all go through is private, you know, you're not going to do antics and things of that nature publicly so people can ridicule y'all relationship and be trying to be all in y'all relationship and all that type of stuff. People held you in a higher regard because of it. He being a husband, you being a wife. Y'all got kids, it's a blended family. The stuff is working. And everybody know that marriages are not perfect. They go through ups and downs. But you got the respect because you were married to him. That's why people respected you. Not because you was a star. Not because people just was like, oh my God, Remy Ma is the hottest chick. No. You were married. And you had a status. And you and your husband, the appearance was you and your husband came up. Y'all had it was a hard road in the beginning, but y'all stuck with each other. And look what happened. Something good came out of that. That's why you was getting the respect. Now that you're not with him, because you figure you don't need him anymore, you don't want him anymore. Not only did you leave, you could have kept your respect in somewhat intact. You could have. Had you decided to keep your mouth shut about any sordid details. But because you decided that ruining his image was more important, you'll find that career-wise, them little chicks that's in your Instagram and is cheering you on, they're there engaging in it because it's tea and it's messy. But if you ever have a project, come out with a record, have anything that people have to pay for or they have to stream or they're not going to do it. Because for as many women that's like, yeah, girl, we team Remy and forget Papoose and he ain't nobody and da-da-da. It's more women than you think, Remy, because a lot of your female fan base are married women. I don't think you know that. And they don't respect it. I think you have underestimated how many women don't respect this. They think you're handling it like a cornball because you're trying to justify it. You could have so much as said, I'm not cheating on Pap. Little do y'all know we've been divorced for X amount of time, or we've been not together for X amount of time. You could have even went that route. You didn't even do that. Now you crashing out on the internet. You don't care what the internet think, but then turned around and said in the other video you posted, that every time you think you want to address something, you're going to come to the internet and address it, but you don't care what the internet say. Remy, please. Please. You have made several mistakes, some of which we know because you come to the internet to say them. A lot of people are disappointed, Remy. They're disappointed. It was a lot of younger people who was like, even in the rap game, you know what I'm saying? It can be some solid relationships. It can be some solid, men and some solid women. You were counted among the solid women. Now you're not. Food for thought. So what we going to do? Thank you. Anyone can learn quantum. So what we're going to do is we're going to end this on off. Okay. We'll pick this up. This is going to be like a part 2, maybe a part 3. If I can find it on YouTube, it'll be cool because I'll be able to fast forward. But, right. She unbothered, but can't stop talking about it. So we're going to get on out of here. But before we go,
all of these styles and designs can be found at our Etsy shop in the description below. Aaliyah's Unique Boutique. Etsy.com. Follow us on IG at Aaliyah's Unique Boutique.
the link is pinned to the top of the chat, Aaliyah's Unique Boutique. Go ahead and click the link. Go to the shop, pick you up some wonderful earrings, either for yourself or for the women in your life. You won't regret it. Beautiful, handmade, handcrafted earrings. We're going to pick this back up to continue the conversation on our next live stream. So please don't be square, be there. Okay, jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your hostess, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.